Most people using Claude have no idea it's actually a family of AI models, not one thing. This changes how you should be using it. At the core, Claude is a model, an AI trained by Anthropic to understand language and reason through problems. That brain is identical no matter where you access it, a chat window, an app, or running directly on your computer. What changes between those places isn't intelligence. It's the version you're using and what it's allowed to touch. So stop hunting for a hidden, smarter Claude. There's one brain. Your real choices are which tier fits the job and how much access you give it. And that's exactly what I'm covering next. Follow next one breaks down the tiers. Claude Code is not a smarter version of the Claude you're chatting with. Here's what it actually is. In a chat window, Claude only sees what you paste or upload and hands back files for you to download. Good for thinking things through. Claude Code runs directly on your own computer. It opens your real folders, reads your actual files, and edits them in place. No copying anything back and forth. Same intelligence, completely different reach. One talks. One does the work where the work already lives. Follow for more. This whole series breaks down how it really works. There are 4 Claude tiers, and almost nobody picks the right one. Here's the entire decision in under 40 seconds. Haiku is the fastest built for quick, simple, high-volume tasks. Sonnet is the balanced all-rounder, strong across almost everything, and the one most people should default to. Opus is the heavyweight, slower, built for genuinely hard reasoning. And Fable sits above those as the newest, most advanced tier. For most real work, Sonnet is the honest answer. You reach for Opus when the problem is actually hard, not because most powerful sounds impressive. Follow next up. What makes Claude Code fundamentally different? This one concept explains why Claude Code can finish an entire task, while a normal chatbot can't. A chatbot answers once and stops. Claude Code runs a loop instead. It reads the relevant files, forms a plan, takes an action, then checks whether that action actually worked. If it didn't, it adjusts and tries again, cycling until the task is genuinely done. That's why you can ask it to build a whole thing instead of describing step 1 and waiting. You're handing off an outcome, not managing every move. Follow next one explains what a tool actually is. Everyone says AI uses tools. Almost nobody explains what that actually means until now. A tool is just a specific action the AI is capable of taking. Reading a file, writing a file, running a command. Every single move Claude Code makes is technically a tool call. Building an entire folder structure isn't one magic action. It's dozens of small tool calls, firing one after another. Using tools just means taking real actions. Big results are just many small, correct steps, stacked fast. Follow next. Why long sessions seem to forget things. If Claude ever feels sharp at the start of a session and foggy by the end, here's the actual reason, and it's not what you think. It has a context window, a hard limit on how much it can hold in mind at once. Every file it's read, every instruction, the whole conversation, it all counts against that limit. Once that space fills up, the oldest details start getting pushed out. That getting worse feeling isn't the model degrading, it's running out of room. Shorter, focused sessions beat one endless one every time. Follow next explains the file that fixes this exact problem. There's one file that stops you from re-explaining your entire business to Claude Code every single session. It's called CLAUDE.md. A standing instructions file, it reads automatically at the start of every session. Before you type a word, Your context, your goals, your key details live there. So instead of starting from zero, it loads one compact summary and already knows the essentials. Write it once, and you never retype the basics again. It's the difference between briefing a new temp daily and working with someone who already knows the situation. Follow next. The safety feature most people don't know exists. Worried an AI running on your actual computer might delete something important? There's a built-in safeguard for exactly that. Before Claude Code changes anything, edits a file, deletes something, runs a command, it stops and asks first, by default. Like a contractor asking, "Should I knock this wall down?" Before swinging the hammer. Nothing destructive happens behind your back. You stay in control the entire time without babysitting every single step. Follow next. The one phrase that protects you on big changes. And subscribe for more of this series. Before letting AI touch files you actually care about, there's one phrase that could save you from a real headache. It's called plan mode. You say, "Before you do anything, tell me your plan." It lays out every step it intends to take, which files, what changes, and waits. Only once you've reviewed and approved does it actually start. You catch a misunderstanding before it happens. Not after something's already changed. Cheap insurance on anything that matters. Follow next. The features you can completely ignore.
Roughly half of Claude Code's features aren't built for you, and knowing which ones to skip is honestly a superpower. Get MCP servers, hooks, subagents, IDE integrations, all built for professional software developers solving developer problems. If your work is writing, content, or business tasks, none of it applies to you. Seeing a term you don't recognize isn't a sign you're behind. It's a sign it wasn't built for your use case, and skipping it is the correct move, not a gap in your knowledge. Follow next. Why Git specifically doesn't matter to you. People see Git all over Claude Code tutorials and quietly assume they're missing something. You're not. Here's why. Git is version control, a system for software teams to track code changes across many developers and merge everyone's work together. It solves a collaboration problem specific to running software. If you're not writing software with a team, there's nothing in your work that needs it. When a tutorial assumes you know Git, that's not a knowledge gap on your end. It's just aimed at a different audience entirely. Follow next. Another term you can safely ignore.